Right, good morning, Year 10. Good to see you again. Okay, we're up to week 2 now. If for any reason you missed week 1, go back onto the school YouTube and just have a look at it because you'll need to have seen week 1 for this to make any sense. Okay, so we're carrying on with our orthographic drawing. Thanks for all the stuff you sent me last week. Okay, it's good to see you getting the idea. Now we're on to week 2. Okay, now then, this week, if you just look at this, actually at this first thing, can you see it says there on this drawing here, it says scale 1. And then it's got like dot dot, and then it's got 1 to 100, 1 to 100. Okay, now you're probably familiar with that sort of thing from maths and ratios and that sort of thing, and that's going to be important for what we're talking about today. Okay, because we're going to talk about drawing to scale. Drawing to scale. Now then, we might know what that means, or we might think, never heard that before at all. So we're going to make sure we understand what drawing to scale means today. Okay, so when possible, when you're drawing something in orthographic, where possible, you draw it at full scale. That means you draw it at real size. So if I was drawing my phone is, I don't know, let's have a look and guess. My phone's about 13 centimeters tall. So if I was going to draw it at full scale, at real size, then on the drawing, when I draw it, it would be 13 centimeters high, the drawing would, because I'm drawing it at real size. That is a scale of 1 to 1. 1 centimeter on the object is 1 centimeter on the drawing. Okay, they're both the same size. It's full scale or scale 1 to 1. But you can't always do that. The house drawings that you did last week, when you drew your house, you couldn't draw your house full size because you'd need a huge piece of paper. Okay, so that's no good. So sometimes, if things are really big, they have to be drawn at a smaller scale. Okay, less than full scale. Okay, so an architect is a person who designs buildings and houses and so on. They wouldn't be able to draw their designs at full size, at full scale. Okay, they would have to draw it scaled down. So they might do a scale where 1 centimeter on the drawing is 1 meter in real life. Okay, or 1 centimeter on the drawing is 100 centimeters in real life. And that would be a scale of 1 to 100. 1 centimeter on the drawing represents 100 centimeters in real life. And then you can see just in the little picture at the bottom, that's like an architect's drawing. That's not been drawn real size. Okay, it's been drawn a lot smaller than real size. Okay, maybe at a scale of 1 to 100. Okay, so 1 centimeter on the drawing represents 100 centimeters on the actual building in real life. Okay, sometimes you might draw things. If the object was something that was really small, then you might draw it bigger than it really is. Okay, so if you think of that little Lego man, okay, you'll have seen a Lego man at some point when you're a kid, and they're only very, very small. So if you were going to do a drawing of a Lego man, then maybe for it to be made and manufactured and so on, you draw it larger than it really is. Okay, so you do it larger than full scale. So you might do it where 4 centimeters on the drawing is 1 centimeter in real life. So you imagine if the head of a Lego man is actually about 1 centimeter tall, on the drawing it might be done 4 centimeters tall, 4 times as big. And that would be a scale of 4 to 1. 4 centimeters on the drawing represents 1 centimeter in real life. Okay, so what drawing to scale lets you do is, if it's a very large object, it allows you to draw it so it fits on a piece of paper. Is a very small object, it allows you to draw it and show all of the fine details and see it clearly. Okay, so drawing to scale. All right, now then, what I want you to do, okay, I want you to do a few different things this week. I want you to first of all answer the questions that are on the next slide, just like we did last time. So let's have a look at this. So the next slide, the questions are these. It says, what does drawing to scale mean? So I want you to try and explain in your own words. Again, if it helps you to go back, rewind this clip a little bit and have a look at that again, then do so. Okay, so what does drawing to scale mean? You give me an explanation. Question number 2, what would a scale of 1 to 50 mean? Describe for me in words what 1 to 50 means. And then I want you to try and think, give me an object that might be drawn at scale 1 to 50. Okay, so you see if you can come up with something that you think, yeah, when that was drawn, that would have had to be drawn at about 1 to 50. Okay, then Question number 3, similar question. What would a scale of 2 to 1 mean? And again, can you suggest something that might be drawn using a scale of 2 to 1? Okay, and I've given you examples back in the video, so if you want to go back in the video and see how I've explained them, that might help you. But there you go. And then question number 4 really looks back to the first video that I sent you last week. Okay, but what are the rules that you need to follow when you're doing an orthographic drawing? Okay, and there's several. I gave you quite a few last week, so I want you to see how many you can remember. What are the rules that you have to follow when you're doing an orthographic drawing? Okay, so that's your first job, to answer those 4 questions. Okay, next job, I want you to pick something that you have got at home. Don't mind what it is, okay, but some object that you have got at home, and I want you to draw it for me in orthographic, so 3 views, a front view, a side view, a top view, okay, but I want you to draw it for me at a scale of 1 to 2. So 1 centimetre on your drawing represents 2 centimetres in real life, so you are drawing it half size, basically, okay. So pick something that is a bit bigger than your bit of paper, and then when you do it half size, it will fit on the piece of paper quite nicely. All right, now then, you're going to need to then take a picture of that and send me the picture, but that's going to be a bit difficult for me to work out whether you've got it right or not, unless you choose an object that I'm going to recognise and I've got an idea of how big it is. So pick something, you know, you could pick, I don't know, a Coca-Cola bottle or a tin of beans or a little dustbin or something where I'm going to look at it and think, oh, that's what it is, and I know roughly how big that is. And then when you take your picture of your drawing, I want you to have your ruler laying on the page next to it, so that I can see how big your drawing is compared to your ruler, and then that's going to help me mark it a little bit for you and spot if you've got the right idea or not. Okay, so 2 tasks: answer the questions that we just looked at, and then pick something that you have got at home, something that's a bit bigger than your bit of paper but not massive, and draw it at a scale of 1 to 2. So 1 centimetre on your drawing represents 2 centimetres in real life, so you draw it half size. And then when you take your picture of that to send to me, make sure you've got the ruler laying on top of the piece of paper next to it. Okay, hope that all makes sense. Just like last week, if there's anything you're not sure about, if I've said something and you think that don't make sense, then just email me on my school email, and I'll try and explain it a little bit better. Okay, have a good week, stay well, and yeah, I'll see you next time.